Moscow's St. Basil's Cathedral is a symbol of Russia's long history. Its architecture reflects a blend of Asian and European culture. Russian buildings are noted for their unique characteristics, whether they were built in the Tsar era or the Soviet Union regime. Visitors are often attracted by their rich traditional heritage, but today's Russian society has a totally new image. In the last 20 years, Russia's social structure, way of living, and vision and mentality of the people have undergone tremendous changes.
Well, my name is Alisa Marklianetti. I'm a fourth-year student. I believe that we have everything in our hands, and if you want to achieve something, you will achieve it.
Like many other university students, Alisa is working part-time to gain some working experience while attending a 5-year university program. Upon graduation, she plans to further her studies abroad and tour around the world. Ultimately, she wants to pursue a career in advertising and public relations.
Be a PR specialist, climb my career ladder using the experience I have now and I will gain in the future. So I guess everything will help me.
Russia's new generation has grown up in a period of economic and social opening up. They're well informed of world trends and their lifestyle and mentality are no different from that of Europe and America.
I just like to relax at home, watching movies with my boyfriend, cooking, listening to the music and something like this, and sometimes going out with my friends for a cup of coffee, something like this.
It's not boring here. Lots of fun every time. You just can go out, drive your car, and just see lots of things going on.
Russia's new generation has also learnt from their parents what the country has gone through in the past. They realize that the things that they can enjoy today are not to be taken for granted. Siberia is located in Russia's central Far Eastern area. It's rich in natural resources. Despite this, its development has always lagged behind that of cities in the western region due to its harsh environment and bitter cold winters of below 20 degrees. But generations of Russians have survived these hardships and developed a strong sense of perseverance. Alisa's family used to live in Siberia. It wasn't until 2002 that they came to live in Moscow. They arrived with hardly anything. Today, Alisa's mum is working as a supervisor in a PR company in Moscow. A few years ago, her grandma also moved from Siberia to live here with them. Alisa's parents used to work as reporters and in the PR field in Siberia. After seeing how Moscow had developed economically a few years ago, they decided to move here to start all over again.
Actually, towards the end of the Soviet Union, many people wanted to go to Moscow as there were better opportunities there. Everything was better in Moscow. It was getting boring living in Serbia. We wanted our daughters to grow in a better environment. Opportunities here were too limited.
With Russia's economy taking off and a lot of hard work, Alisa's parents' careers also developed smoothly. The opportunities available to Alisa's generation today are beyond their expectations.
She has the whole world in front of her. When I was her age, I had never been abroad. She actually went abroad for the first time when she was 4. When I was 20, I didn't even know why English was useful. Today, she speaks English and 3 other languages. Our understanding of the world is so different.
Hello?
After living abroad for 5 years, Pavio decided to return to Russia in 2002. Realizing that his personal development should be in line with the changing needs of the country, he gave up his musical career to work as a consultant in a technology firm today.
There is one thing that makes the two careers similar. They both require managing people and managing the work. The management style can be applied to both of my careers. That's why I'm confident about the future.
Pavel left Russia with hardly anything, but now his family can enjoy a stable middle-class life. He spends 30,000 rubles on his son's education every month. He hopes that his son could attend university in Western Europe and become an architect one of these days.
Whether a country could provide stability, security, and a future for the people depends on its economy. That enables us to have a positive outlook for the future. The economy has certainly changed for the better.
With the increase of international oil prices and the government's active rectification, Russia's economy picked up 1 year after the 1998 financial crisis. By 2007, Russia's gross national product had increased by 8.1% and per capita productivity reached $13,000. Russia has a population of 140 million. Over the last 10 years, 50 million middle-class people have emerged, with an average annual income of over $16,000. Although the per capita income has dropped by 20 to 30% in the last 2 years, the income of the middle class has not been affected because of a shortage of management personnel and professionals. As mortgage and credit cards are not popular in Russia, the middle class has a very low debt ratio. With their stable income and strong buying power, the middle class is the driving force behind Russia's economic recovery.
And as people's income is increasing, people want to try different things. People want to go to Starbucks, people want to go to eat to restaurants, people want to try entertaining themselves, they want to go to water parks, they want to go see amusement parks. This is all the area for growth and opportunities, and it's huge.
As the standard of living improves, Russia's new generation and middle class have a growing demand for quality products and services. Enterprises have to continually upgrade themselves to meet these needs. For the last 2 decades, the Rostislav Group has operated all kinds of catering businesses and introduced various cuisines to open up new markets, including today's ever-popular Japanese cuisine. Rostislav's high-end restaurant business was gravely affected by the financial crisis. Business dwindled by 40%. He had to restructure his business by selling off the high-end restaurants and fast food chain to focus on developing the middle-class market, which had the greatest potential then. Rostislav believes that in the past, efficiency and quality had not improved along with the economy. But when the financial crisis hit, the operating environment became more difficult. Together with the market's growing demand for quality, the society was prompted to enhance efficiency and competitiveness.
The efficiency in Russia is maybe 30–40% of the efficiency of the Western world. Therefore, the opportunity to increase efficiency, which will imply a much better return of investment, a much better production, a much more efficient production, and at a lower price, that opportunity is huge.
In August 2010, a record high temperature in the suburb of Moscow sparked off a series of forest fires which covered Moscow in thick smog. While the international community was predicting how the forest fires might affect Russia's economy, Moscow was functioning as usual, and her momentum to rebound from the financial crisis was in full swing. In the last week of August, a seasonal wind dispersed the smog. People in Moscow faced these changes with composure. Russians are used to facing environmental challenges and capitalizing on opportunities of change. The 2008 global financial tsunami was a blow to Russia's development, but it also broadened Russia's vision and realization of the urgent need to reform her economic structure, fundamental facilities, and to raise her efficiency. The crisis also lowered land prices and wages, which created a favorable environment for Russia to carry out reforms and to work towards her goal of becoming the 5th largest economic entity in the world by 2020.
The President has decided to announce new priorities for technological modernization and overall modernization of the Russian economy. In particular, we focus on energy efficiency, on nuclear energy, on IT, telecommunications, space technologies, and medical technologies, including pharmaceuticals and medical equipment. So we put emphasis on those fields where we can achieve real results in medium-term perspective already.
In general, Russians are people who can adapt to changes quite easily. As for my daughter, I want her to enjoy a more stable life and a more peaceful nation than I had.
Now people are becoming more and more positive about the future. Young generation is trying to do its best to achieve something. So it's kind of it's a moving power of the country.
In the next episode, we'll take a look at how Russia has reformed its traditional heavy industries to maintain a spot in the international market.